Hey all, it's Tyler, and welcome back to Cloudland. Year to year, month to month, day to day, minute to minute, even second to second, the popularity of strains is shifting like the tectonic plates. Take a moment. Even if we can't immediately realize it, things are moving. Because we're floating through space. Am I the only one who thinks that's crazy? Combine the infinite expandability of cannabis phenotypes with the abolishment of prohibition, then mix in several curious cultivators, and every single day, I'm learning a new strain. Heck, I'll learn one right now. Mr. Teeny, cross of peanut butter breath and grease monkey? Oh, and for Simpsons stands, he's named after Krusty the Clown's chain-smoking chimp. Ah, see? You really can learn something new every day. With the prolific amount of strains out there, how does one break through the tangled briar patch of swag to reach the heady heights of national recognition? How does a strain get enough momentum that a digital cannabis conglomerate like Leafly names it the strain of the year? Well, according to Leafly, they use metrics such as sales and search data, user reviews, on-the-ground reporting, and millions of website clicks. Now that's what I call some broad parameters. Ultimately, it comes down to a combination of the aforementioned metrics finished off with some editorial decisions. What's out there? What's being talked about? What are people reviewing? What's generating press, if any at all? What can we get the most content out of? What's featured at the dispensaries? What strain are people reserving most through the menus on Leafly? Where are the clicks going? 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 Precious clicks. Precious clicks. What it is far more of a popularity contest than genuine criticism of flower. Leafly crowdsources its reviews, which is all well and good, but how does one broadly review a strain that can have so many different representations and phenotypes? To Leafly's credit, it is named the strain of the year, not the best strain of the year. And I'm not saying Cloudland is genuine criticism of flower either. I would just caution people to not ride the hype train and to do their own trials. I look at weed like I look at music. There's so much of it being made, so much brilliant product being consumed without mainstream representation. So to claim anything is the singular strain is a fun exercise, but one that doesn't carry great weight, at least with me. Like music, our love of certain strains can be personal. So more than anything, trust yourself. Am I enjoying this? No? Well, then you're allowed to skip to the next track, or in this case, pass the joint down the circle. I worked at a dispensary before COVID hit, and while I won't say the name of it, we should have just changed our name to The Place to Get Wedding Cake. I'm sure Leafly naming Wedding Cake the strain of the year at the end of 2019 gave it a bump, but at the time, people were pretty obsessed with the strain anyway. Wedding Cake is usually high in THC and terpenes, always crowd-pleasing characteristics, and if you get some good stuff, it really does smell and taste like frosted cake. The masses just couldn't get enough. They'd often tell me it got them cross-eyed, in a good way. My general opinion of my former company's flower was not all that high, but even with their less than stellar take on Wedding Cake, people smoked it up so fast that it would sell out regularly. Now, was Wedding Cake popular because Leafly said so, or did Leafly name it the strain of the year because it was already popular? Even Leafly admits it's more the latter. Their data impressions determine the strain of the year, and all of it has less to do with actually smoking flower and thoughtful personal experiences. I think everyone should have their own personal strain of the year, as well as their favorite strain and strain power rankings, and just go by that more than any other influence, including this guy. But at the end of the day, it's kind of fun to rank stuff, So we know Wedding Cake was named the strain of the year by Leafly in 2019. But we want to stay current. So what did Leafly name the strain of the year for 2020? Why, that would be Runtz, of course. Come with me. Runtz. Runtz. No doubt, 2020 was a stranger year for word-of-mouth weed sales, as most people had to keep their mouths covered and far away from others. So while I assume Leafly relies on the accumulation of digital data to determine their strains of the year in the past, I'm sure 2020 probably hinged on that digital data to an even more definitive degree. Runtz was definitely on my radar over the course of 2020 because although I never pulled the trigger, it was readily available at a handful of dispos. Plus, A strain named Obama Runtz was trending through the market, which inspired some viral packaging. Also, due to the bud structure of Runtz, which stays true to its namesake as small and runty, there's a lot of talk that because of Runtz's perhaps less fiery and flamboyant appearance, people on the black market were able to regularly sell mid-grade weed as Runtz. Oh, but when you come across real Runtz, the smell is more distinct than any basic mids. This brings up another reason why Runtz was on my radar, because as a proud basic bitch, I am a big fan of Skittles and all crosses derived from Skittles. Crossing Skittles and gelato, Runtz's name is twofold. It doesn't just refer to the diminutive colas and buds, but also to its flavor. The tart candy quality should be loudly noticeable if you get some good Runtz. And my goodness, do we have some good Runtz today. I am so proud to be showcasing Runtz from one of my favorite places in Maine, Green Truck. Now, if you're a med patient near southern Maine, check them out. They not only grow their own flower and make their own concentrates, but they source and collaborate with several of the top growers in the state. The menu is expansive and the pricing is fair, although I'd highly recommend buying a Green Truck shirt, going there Monday, and they'll give you 10% off. I really like the shirt anyway. All right, so we take out our sugar packet. Just kidding. It's the humidity packs, which we've discussed before. This one's getting a little hard, which means probably needs to be replaced. A lot of people say you can shock them back to life. I haven't tried it. Wow. Super distinctive. Smells like Runtz candy. Sweet tart, sour Skittles, mandarin, clementine, sweet orange, a lot of citrus. It's a really delicious, lovely fruit tart quality. Look who we have, our old friend, the grinder. Tell me a story, grinder. And then we dance the dance of life.
Dance the dance of life!
We have Runtz. So today we're actually going to use a mini bong. Mini being the key word. You're really going to be able to clear it multiple times if you're a real smoker, as opposed to a bong, which you clear once and you're like, hoo-ah, hoo-ah. Or if you're a pro, you're just like, yeah, whatever, it's no big deal. I just took a huge bong rip. Usually, with bongs, I like to use a screen, but this guy's so small that it almost behaves more as a bubbler. So I think a nug plug should suffice. So I put the nug plug in. Now we're going to put some of the ground up weed on top. All right, here we go. All right, so the taste, definitely sour candy. I'm getting a lot of candy shell. A little spicy. It's ever so slightly harsh. Like I'm getting a little bit of harshness. I don't know if that's a normal thing for Runtz. I think it is, but it kind of gives you a shot right to the back of the throat. Also, happy Valentine's Day to anybody who celebrates it. Clearly, I'm celebrating it with my Valentine. Yep, it's already happening. Although I seem to maybe have damaged my lighter. Oh, there we go. I have created fire. Well, Bic has. I have thumbs, though. Okay, it's starting to happen, everybody. So, now that we've cleared the ash, you guessed it, we're doing a twofer on Cloudland. Mostly because the bowl is so small, and I want to keep smoking. How about you? Do you still have the same first bowl? Good. All right, I'll be joining you shortly. All right, guys, we're on to a second bowl. Although the longer I sit here, the more it's starting to work. But in any case, it's already packed. So don't forget, everybody, moderation is key in life. That was the most hypocritical thing I've ever said. Mother of Dragons. Really just tastes like candy to me. Candy on the exhale, which is really cool. So according to Leafly, Runtz is a hybrid that leans ever so slightly towards energizing effects. Apparently it's high in caryophyllene, which is the spicy terp, limonene, the lemony terp, and linalool, the lavender terp. I really like Runtz, for the record. It really is a fun high. Definitely leads to more heady feelings for me. So contrary to what Leafly says, to me, it seems to have more indica. Not a big body high, but my head certainly doesn't feel heavy, but it definitely feels, I feel it behind the eyes. I'm feeling it behind the eyes. Okay, hit 2, and also probably the final hit. As noted, yes, the final hit. Runtz, Green Truck, come together. Definitely a 4-clouder for me. Really excellent strain. I would recommend it in the evening if I were me, if you were you. Who knows? Go check out Green Truck. They really are one of the classiest places in southern Maine. Check out Runtz. Let me know what you think. Thank you guys so much for your support. Give us a like, subscribe. We love you. We appreciate you. Be kind to each other. Be good to each other. We'll see you next time. Bye, everybody. Bye.